You talked to me about this guy
Yeah.
in Cedric Johnson, defensive end out of Ole Miss. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you love.
Cedric Johnson he's the mold of the Bengals. He's the prototypical size, 6'4", 260 pounds. My favorite part about him is he went up against some pretty damn good competition at Ole Miss. I went back and rewatched his game, specifically against Alabama. He had good reps against the offensive tackles, both J.C. Latham and their other offensive tackle. He held his own, and he's not super flashy, but he's giving you the athletic upside, I truly believe, of, hey, the Bengals, if I were to predict what their thought process is, hey, we've got a mold of a player and we think we can turn you into something, even if it's just a depth piece to give you juice as an edge rusher. But like I said, I love, first off, his effort is one of my favorite things. Is, he'll work his way upfield, and he's not an edge rusher who'll just sit upfield. He will come double back down, and many times Alabama ran, their power run with Jalen Milroe, and he would work his way upfield, turn right, turn JC Latham around, come right back and make the tackle on Milroe. He'd get outside of the numbers. He'd run all the way across to the weak side help. So for me, number one, the dude is a high effort, high motor player. You're getting the athletic upside of, hey, he's in the mold. He's not a smaller defensive end. He's younger. And like I said, he put some good film, and he was pretty productive at college. So for me, it's a solid pick. I do like some of the other edge rushers that were on the board, like Gabriel Murphy. But at the end of the day, when I turned on the film, I was like, okay, this is something I could see him being a solid depth piece at the NFL level. Worst case scenario, he doesn't make the team. Okay, it's a 6th-round pick. But I liked what I saw. Show me tape against a top 10 pick in JC Latham. Held it as his own, did not get bullied. So I'm a fan of it. I think it's a solid pick.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, not to go too much into detail, he is your stereotypical draft and develop young, athletic defensive end. Not a very good run defender, decent pass rusher. Again, 21 years old, and almost an elite level athlete. You draft and see if you can make anything out of it.
Yeah, I think that was beautifully said, Logan. You've been shining today. You've been shining today. Ed, what were your thoughts on the Cedric?
We've talked about the low-key need for edge, man. When you've got Joseph Osai and Can Sample both up after this season, you've got Trey Hendrickson and Sam Hubbard obviously aging and also up after next season. So you're looking at losing about 4 edge players plus the Zach Carter snaps that he might sometimes get in that kind of position. So Myles Murphy's not going to be able to hold that load alone. I like taking the upside swing on a guy who tested like a pretty good athlete in terms of linear ability. His side-to-side lateral agility testing was not great. But for a guy who's going to win with power, with length, and kind of has that speed to power profile, I think it's a shot worth taking in these later rounds for sure to help kind of beef up that edge rotation.
I agree with you. I don't think anybody's complaining about adding depth to the pass rush, because that's something that we all said the Bengals need to do more of, get more juice in the pass rush.